Russia, 1819. Tsar Alexander I gives permission for the exploration of the South Polar region. The imperial government calls upon a renowned captain and cartographer, Fabian Gottlieb von Bellinghausen. Bellinghausen was no stranger to exploration. He had previously served as an officer aboard the Nadezhda during the first Russian circumnavigation of the globe in 1803, and between 1812 and 1819 he commanded several frigates in the Black Sea Fleet. Impressed by his experience, the government selected him to command the expedition alongside Mikhail Lazarev. The two men were provided with two naval sloops, the Vostok and the Mirny, crewed by approximately 190 men. Due to the haste of the expedition's preparation, no formal scientific team was assembled. Nevertheless, observations were carried out by officers and sailors, as well as the expedition's only scientist, Ivan Mikhailovich Simonov. Also aboard was the painter Pavel Mikhailov, who visually documented the landscapes, wildlife, and scenes encountered during the voyage. On the 4th of June, 1819, the expedition departed Kronstadt, sailing first to Copenhagen and then to England, where they acquired maps and supplies essential for the journey ahead. While in England, Bellinghausen met Sir Joseph Banks, president of the Royal Society, who had once sailed with Captain Cook in the search for Terra Australis. Despite approaching the Antarctic region, Cook had concluded it was unlikely mankind would ever discover the southern continent due to the extreme difficulty of navigation. After leaving Portsmouth, the Russian ship sailed toward South America. During this leg of the journey, the crew reportedly held a crossing the line ceremony, celebrating the first passage across the equator. On the 2nd of November 1819, the expedition arrived in Rio de Janeiro to resupply and repair their vessels. Bellinghausen expressed strong distaste for the city, criticizing what he described as its disgusting nature and condemning the slave markets he observed. Meanwhile, officers explored the surrounding areas, visiting coffee plantations, neighborhoods, and the Tijuca Falls. On the 22nd of November, the ship set sail once again, heading south. By the 31st of December 1819, the expedition reached Bristol Island, and on the 2nd of January 1820, they had passed Tool Island at approximately 59 degrees south latitude. This location was significant as it had been discovered by Captain Cook in 1755, though he had been forced to turn back by ice. While little terrestrial life was observed, the Russians encountered abundant marine wildlife. Penguins were frequently seen and even captured and eaten, reportedly tasting quite good. The crew also observed baleen whales. Seals, and seabirds such as the snow petrel, southern fulmar, and skuas. On the 28th of January 1820, the expedition sailed as far south as 69 degrees 21 minutes south, where the men encountered what Bellinghausen identified as the Antarctic mainland. In his journal, he described seeing a shore of ice of immense height, extending as far as the eye could reach, emphasizing that this was not merely drifting ice, but a continuous frozen landmass. 2 days later, on the 18th of January, the ships again approached the ice barrier. Lazarev recorded the danger of the situation, noting that they faced immense fields of ice through which we were obliged to force our way with greatest caution. Bellinghausen reflected on the bleakness of the scene, describing it as devoid of all life and presenting a terrible, majestic spectacle. For the first time in human history, mankind gazed upon the last undiscovered continent on Earth. Over the next 2 centuries, Antarctica would continue to play a crucial role in science, exploration, and global geopolitics. A frozen frontier first revealed by Russian sails cutting through the southern ice.